Hi everyone, Crypto Sketches here. Today I want to show you a new app that I developed for the Neospring Hackathon, the challenge number 8, where we needed to find a use case for the Roketo instant payment streaming platform. And I thought of DAOs because I'm in some DAOs active, and many DAOs have one common problem. They have a plethora of tools that they use for their daily tasks. So one of the tools that every DAO probably uses is Discord, and it is one of the best platforms to have an organized conversation in the DAOs, and that's good and well. But when it comes to everything else, to organizing the DAO and other tasks that are not handled in Discord itself, it becomes a bit problematic. So you have your Discord server. Usually you have your Trello board when you're in the core team of the DAO at least, where you can organize your tasks and to-dos. Additionally, when some big decisions are made, you use Snapshot usually to make the decisions and do some voting. You use Google Documents for whatever draft you want to create or for reports or anything else. And most of the time, you still have a website with job postings where you can post your jobs that you want to offer. So something like a community manager where you have many months you can do the job for, or some engineer who develops your app even further. With my entry to the Neospring Hackathon, this will be no more. We will have no more as a whole uh, jungle of tools, you can say, but only one single tool. And this is the DAO dashboard. So in the DAO dashboard, every DAO has their own website, their own dashboard where they can do stuff and post stuff and organize everyone and so forth and so on and so forth. So in this, you have all your members in one place. You have, of course, the admin, and you have a plethora of users, and you can think of many other roles that you can give them. So you can think of core roles, of developer roles, of let's say something like levels in the Discord server. So you can have different roles, and different roles can have different functionality inside the DAO. And here you have a nice overview over everything, where you can organize your members and possibly even filter them or put them into teams or anything like that. So you have one place to, let's say, to organize your members. Then you can have your tasks. And I used a mockup from Trello because it's one of the best task boards out there. But this would be in the full functional tool, of course, a self-implemented task board, maybe even with connections to Trello, don't know. And here you can already post some or add some payment for the task. And with the task, it's like you do the task, you provide your proof that you've done the task, and you get an instant payment. So if this task is donated with 10 NIA, you do the task and you get the 10 NIA immediately. So these are more like one-offs or like small tasks that everyone in the DAO can do, something like that. Other than that, you can, of course, need a governance board. So you can integrate something like Snapshot, or you can even integrate Snapshot, whatever it's, however much time you have for developing such a tool. So you can have your votings, your proposals, everything in one place. And this is where Roketo comes into play, you can have your jobs, where you can see open jobs, jobs that are currently done, or jobs that are completed. And of course, as the DAO owner, I can post new jobs. And in open jobs, everyone can now apply to these jobs, and the admin, and only the admin, can view the applications and see who applied with whatever text or nice ASCII art to get the job in the end. But let's start at the beginning. Let's start with creating a DAO. So in this case, I need another wallet because each wallet can only have one DAO. Usually you have only one wallet. So let's use someone who's has not yet a DAO. So if you don't have DAO in the main page, you can mint your DAO, you could say. It's not an NFT. You could make it an NFT, and I think it would be nice, but it's not. Okay, so let's get this, give this some nice name, DAO. And a beautiful description in form of ASCII art that I found earlier. And you can have some icon here, but that's optional, so I will leave it for that. So you hit create, and this is just for demonstrating that the tool itself can earn some money by getting some near. It's not necessary to have tenure here right now. So now that I have my DAO, I can go to my DAO, and you see all existing DAOs down below. So I go to my DAO, and I see, okay, I have one member, that's me. Task is just a mockup, and propose is just a mockup, so there's that. But the interesting part are jobs. So here you can post a new job offering as the DAO owner. So I will make a new job. Let's call it some nice job, because we have a nice name DAO. A nice job for sure. And some ASCII art, because I love ASCII art. Okay, you can say how much do you want to pay for the job, and currently this is not recurring. So this is like you can say a time job where you say how long the job will be done and what's the overall payment over the whole time. So let's say we want to have 5 near, and this is in seconds. I know it's not user friendly, but this is roughly 48 hours. So let's leave it at that. And now what you will see is that this person here has to pay the 5 near. So what it does is the smart contract for the DAO dashboard will already take the money that's needed to execute the job. So there are no job offerings where the DAO cannot pay for it, because they already paid when the job posting is online. But I will talk about this a bit later again. So I make a job posting, and once I have my job posting, I can look at it, and well, I cannot apply to it because I'm the DAO owner, so we have to use someone else for the application. And there's one guy that I always use for the application, so he must be a working horse. So now that I have someone else, I can see the job posting again, but I can now write a nice job application. I'm a nice guy. So it fits. Don't know. I already wrote some applications earlier, and my brain doesn't want to give me some more funny things to say. So let's do that. And now we have our job level application. We can see that because the count is now 1, because I wrote an application, but I can't see the application. And of course, we're talking about blockchain, so right now everyone can see the application if they know how to look. But in the future, we could use some tools like Nillion or other networks that will obfuscate or even completely privatize these applications, so that they are private, so only the DAO owner can see them. So let's go back to our DAO owner, because only he can start the job, obviously. But as I said, the job's already paid for. So you can now view the application. So it's now only one. So I will copy my name here, and I will use that and say assign the contracted. And here I only have to pay some fees just for operational. Let's do that. And then we hopefully see some nice dashboard. Okay, and now that the job is, we have a contracted in this job is automatically started. And with the start of this job, we use the Roketo instant payment streaming platform to stream the 5 NEAR for the whole duration. So the whole duration is roughly 48 hours. So this kind of works. It's in 2 days and roughly the same time that it's fully unlocked. But it unlocks the whole time. And I could now, as the contracted, withdraw the amount that's already unlocked at any time that I want. But I want to show you that in the first DAO, because there I already have some jobs with where the streaming progressed nicely. So let's go back to this is now the first DAO that I showed you with many jobs. So let's go to the nice weather job, and you see there's already a lot of payment that is unlocked, and I can now withdraw it. Of course, only when I'm decontracted, so I have to use the wallet of the contracted, which is this one. As I said, here all applies to all jobs, but that's a secret. Okay, so now that I'm the contracted, I can say receive payment, and this will withdraw the amount of NEAR that is already unlocked. Oh, and this call is done through my own smart contract. So previously, before I can withdraw it, I had to authorize the smart contract to do the withdrawals for me. But once I've done that, I can always withdraw in any job. And now I got some NEAR, and this NEAR is the wrap version of NEAR, so it's not really easy for me to use it or to swap it again. So I created a small easy function to unwrap all your NEAR in your wallet. So it's a bit tricky because it unwraps every NEAR, not only the one that you got, but always also the NEAR that you have in your wallet. But if you click it, you can unwrap it, and it will simply call this unwrap functionality of the smart contract for wrapping NEAR. And now I see that all my NEAR, it's not really nicely formatted, but okay. All the NEAR is now unwrapped and everything works. So this is one way I can withdraw the amount that's unlocked. But there's another way, and if you go back to the jobs and to the other one that is currently done, you see I've created a very long-running job here. So let's say we did some mistake by setting up the job, but it's until the job was started, nobody figured it out. So now I want to cancel the job because it's not working, and I want to make it again. Or you could also say, let's say that the actual contract, it doesn't do its job. Then I need a way to stop it, so to stop the payment. And I can simply say cancel contract. And currently it is, this functionality will call, if you see, it will call the Roketo smart contract directly to stop the stream. Because as I've set it up in this way, the owner of the stream is the owner of the DAO. But it would be better, and I will talk about this in a moment, if the DAO dashboard itself is the owner, and the DAO dashboard itself is the only one who can stop it, because then I have more control with my own smart contract and with the DAO dashboard to check whether this is really intended. So once I canceled it, you see that it's now canceled, and you see also in the dashboard that it's canceled. And yes, genau, that's kind of it. Because I don't use my own smart contract, it's still in the active job, because my own smart contract didn't see that it was canceled. So it's not going to the completed job right now. Okay, so now that you've seen everything that can be done, what is the main selling point? So what is the thing that this tool will make this tool successful? The main selling points are you have a simple organization for DAOs. You have everything in one place: jobs, tasks, members, governance. You could even integrate Google Docs for that matter. So this is one place to organize everything in your DAO, beside communication, because Discord is one of the best platforms for communication. The second main selling point is you can integrate and synchronize with Discord. So you could think of your members are, or the roles of your members are the same roles that they have in Discord, and you can sync both ways from here. So you assign a new role here, you're contracted now, and you assign this role in Discord, and at the same time you can have someone in Discord reach a new level, and you can show it up here. So there's a deep integration with Discord. And this is one of the main selling points for using Roketo in the jobs, and for using another smart contract beside Roketo for the DAO dashboard. You have a trustless and traceable payment. That means the DAO not necessarily has to trust the contracted, and the contracted not necessarily have to trust the DAO, because there is a neutral middleman that's handling the payment. So the DAO has to pay for every job, and for that matter for every task, which is not yet implemented, that it's offering upfront. So everyone who applies for a job or for a task can be sure that the payment will be there. So he won't do a job where he's not getting paid. Additionally to that, we use the Roketo streaming, so every minute, let's say, he does his job, he gets paid for it. And even if the contract is cancelled midway, the payment that's already unlocked will go to the contracted. So in this sense, the contracted doesn't have to trust the DAO, because everything is handled by the neutral middleman, which is the smart contract of the DAO dashboard. And this is one of my main issues with most of the DAOs. Here in this case, you have the potential for voting power based on contribution. Currently, voting power is only based on money. If you have the most money, you have the most voting power. This puts the voting power in, like, I don't know, 10%, 5% of the DAO community. But what about all the other members? The majority of members, actually, that doesn't have a lot of money. They don't have the voting power that they deserve. So here, you could let's say, the DAO dashboard contract, or another contract, doesn't matter, can issue its own fungible token This token is then non-transferable, so you can't sell it or trade it or whatever. And this token represents your contribution, so it's a kind of a contribution token. And every time you do a job, every time you do a task, every time you gain a level in Discord, every time you post something on Twitter or whatever, every time you get contribution points. So you get contribution tokens, traceable through the blockchain. And your voting power is based only on your contribution. This would be such a nice thing for DAOs to implement. And with that, I thank you all for tuning in, and have a nice day.